Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Zigzag here, and you already know we are back on the road to 1,000 rating in Geoguessr Duels. So we're currently sitting at 933 points, and the significant thing about hitting 1,000 is that we're trying to do it without looking around. So basically, when we come up against our opponent here, who we're finding right now, they'll be able to move around, look around for clues, all that kind of thing. We are going to be sitting there looking at a still screen, so let's go against this first guy here. Should be an interesting match. So we've got 5 strikes on the crossing sign here. I was thinking this should be just somewhere in Finland for that reason. Obviously, before the multipliers kick in, you're not likely to get a massive score, especially on a fairly easy European round like this. But yeah, this should be somewhere in Finland, and it was indeed. So yeah, I don't know if anyone's actually hit 1,000 rating on no moving, panning, or zooming before, so I think we'd probably be the first player ever to do it, and well, we are relatively close, so I'm really hoping that this episode can be the one, or really get us quite close. So this one's Kyrgyzstan with these plates. We don't have any massive mountains to our north, although I can't really see too well, but I'm thinking just a Bishkek hedge here is probably fine. And obviously once we've guessed, we can look around and yeah, I think this should probably be Bishkek area, if not somewhere by the, I could probably see it being actually by the lake, but regardless, without multipliers, it's not going to be too bad. And of course it was by the lake. I actually think I could see some mountains there, so that wasn't necessarily the best guess, but as I said, pre-multipliers, that's not really a big deal. Okay, here we should be somewhere in America. I mean, we've got this side antenna, so it should really be somewhere, I guess, in Puerto Rico or somewhere all the way out on these islands over here, and I'm thinking that's what I want to go for here. We do have front plates, yes. I'm going to go probably Guam here. Not really sure which one it's going to be. We can check on the Google car here. It is Guam because of the roof rack here, so hopefully our opponent doesn't know it. I wonder if there's actually been any clues that they could have picked up, but yeah, fortunately we could see that antenna when we looked. Otherwise, I'm not really sure where I would have gone, but okay, he goes all the way in Philippines, so we're going to get a nice little bonus of 3,800 points there, so definitely sold. That's exactly the type of thing we want to happen. And this almost looks like Australia, you know? Where is the sun? The sun is definitely more to the south, so we should be in the northern hemisphere, in which case I was thinking of Britain. Okay, we've got a guess coming in here. I do wonder about Netherlands as well, but yeah, I'm just going to go kind of southern Britain here, kind of near London. That way we don't really lose too much in case we're wrong. And it was actually Denmark. Okay, so not really a great round there. In hindsight, that architecture definitely seems quite Danish, but didn't spring to mind, unfortunately, at the time. Anyway, so healing round now. We actually do want to gain some points back here. Is that low cam? I think it is. So I think we're just going to go straight in for Switzerland here. Switzerland, one of the only 2 countries to use this low camera, which is, you know, a bit further to the ground for privacy reasons. And so, yeah, that's definitely making life a lot easier for us. So hopefully our opponent doesn't know. But of course, in the Masters Division, you can realistically expect someone to know low cam in Switzerland. Okay, so we go into multipliers with a relatively good lead here. But unfortunately, we're facing away from the road on this one, which is something that happens quite often. It's somewhere in Europe. I'm just going to go Poland here, I think. I'm going to go, like, central southern Poland, because I could easily see this being France or something as well. Okay, the road quality would maybe even suggest, like, western, kind of eastern Poland, or maybe even Ukraine. And yeah, it was actually just eastern Poland, as I said. A lot of, like, there's a lot less money in that area of the country, so, oh, a nice guess, we got the right country. It's pretty impressive, I would say. Okay, next one here, we should be somewhere over in the United States, and I'm thinking of just going, like, Florida, kind of. Now, I'm just gonna go, like, Florida-Georgia border here. I could actually see it, like, being in, like, one of the Carolinas as well. We've got front plates, which is concerning. Where are we, actually? Maybe even in, what? Wow, something about the, this is huge damage as well. Something about the kind of like sandiness on the soil made me think we would be really far south there, but unfortunately didn't pick that up at all. Okay, this one is definitely points available. I think it is Nigeria, but I'm just trying to think of which city it's most likely to be here. Hedge Benin City or go Enugu is the question. I might get more Enugu vibes off this, but I think I'm going to hedge it because I don't want to. Don't want to lose on this round. To be honest, I think I'm fine with my guess here. It could easily be Benin, Enugu, maybe even close to Lagos, and it ends up being Abuja actually. So a super green Abuja there. We're going to do some damage, but nothing too significant. And so we really got lucky with that US that he didn't end up getting closer. Okay, this one should be like Israel, I imagine. well, regardless, it's going to be somewhere close. I would say, like, Palestine area makes a lot of sense here. Taking a look around, it's definitely Israel or Palestine, and I feel like my guess is good here. I don't think we're going to be losing too much damage regardless, although it could be further south. No, we were good, and so we're not going to do too much damage here, but it's mostly about staying alive until we get that one knockout round where we're available to really take him out. Okay, this is great. We're facing the road. We can do this for sure. I would say, like, this feels like a Texas road to me, so I might kind of just go, like, central northern Texas here. How are we feeling when we look around? Still feeling good, honestly. I like my guess here. We'll have to see if it's at all correct. And, okay, ends up being Missouri, so we actually could go out here. Not quite, not quite. Only 900 points damage, but, didn't quite expect Missouri there. Anyway, this one, oh, I was thinking Denmark with this kind of crossing here. I might just go straight for it. I can't really think of anything else, and he's going to get clues quickly in an urban location like this. I don't mind it. It could even be Copenhagen. I probably should have just gone for Copenhagen here, but could it even be Belgium? Is that a Belgium plate? Worried about Belgium here. It was actually just Copenhagen. Okay, should have gone there, but the Odense hedge is always solid as well, and it does keep us alive, so that's good. It's been a tight first match. It's been one of the best duels of the series, up to round 12 now. Okay, and what are those polls? Oh no. Oh gosh, what are those bollards? Romania came to mind here. Is that even a Romanian poll though? Where's the sun? Sun is more so to the south, should be northern hemisphere, okay. Was worried about Argentina for a sec. I think I'm just gonna go for Romania. You don't really get bollards like that in Romania though. So what are these bollards then? Okay, North Serbia is the best I can come up with. Let's go for it. We're gonna find out soon enough. Ooh. Actually, I think I made a good guess here, because we can't see an antenna. Yeah, we don't see an antenna. And wow, it was North Serbia. Really nice guess there. Really looked more like Romania to me, but in the end, we come through with the good guess, and now it's completely even. Okay, we just need one good round here, though. This is Portugal. Wins to send it, but presumably he knows it too. And I was thinking, like, just fairly central here is working fine, I reckon. And yeah, this is a pretty easy Portugal, so if he misses it, that's on him. But okay, it was up near Porto, so that's another nice guess. We're chipping away here. 5 times damage, that's almost going to be enough, or almost enough to knock him out. Okay, this is pretty much up to lock now with such high multipliers. Is it another Portugal? Oh gosh, can we actually make out this poll? I think we have to go for it. I think it's back-to-back Portugals. I'm going to go the exact same spot here. I think this is fairly north, actually. I should have gone a bit further north, but we'll see. I think it is Portugal regardless, so and we can move one spot here and confirm. Yeah, that is a Portuguese poll. And so, oh man, it was further north. No. I did not even think about that. That's going to be enough, isn't it? Yep, 1,700. That's so annoying. 151 points. No. Okay, well, we just go back straight in again here. Ah, dude. That's so annoying. Like, I didn't even think about it. It was way too green to be right-clicked. Okay, we have our opponent. This is a 1,000 plus rated player. I don't know. As far as I remember, I don't think we've defeated a 1k plus player yet. So this should be interesting. I think I saw Arabic here, so we're going to go straight for Amman. I think it really makes sense with this landscape. Could even be the further south one. But no, we see some grass here. I'm feeling fairly good about somewhere near Amman at least. And so it ends up being in North Oman there, so a pretty uneventful first round, but man, I'm really looking to get this win against a 1,000 plus rated player. That would be really nice. Okay, this one feels Filipino, Indonesian maybe. What's that plate? Might feel more Filipino to me. Okay, yeah, that's a metal pole, so we're gonna go like Central Philippines here. I'm pretty sure of it, of course. He's gonna be playing moving around, so he'll see this Filipino car, he'll see all the language stuff that he needs to get the country here, but regardless, we're gonna pull a decent guess here, I assume. And so yeah, I think this is a good guess as well. Ends up being a little further north, but yeah, it's gonna be fine. Okay, so a fairly uneventful start so far. That could have been a failable round. It was actually kind of difficult, but fortunately we had enough information. Okay, what's that language there? Zagreb. Okay, we might need to exit full screen there. Yeah. Okay, I'm pretty sure we would just be somewhere in Croatia. I can't remember if Croatia uses these, this type of guardrail. I know they do in Serbia, but pretty sure this would just be somewhere near Croatia or in it, and it is. Just on the border there, so I wonder... I can't remember what Hungary uses either. I really need to have those committed to memory more so, but... well, is what it is, and this one is going to be somewhere in Ghana, and fairly big mountains for Ghana, so somewhere central southern maybe. Makes a lot of sense here. I might just go near Accra. Let's go right there. And wow, really nice guess. That is going to be 26 kilometers away. Unfortunately, if that type of round happens later on, you know you're in for some good points. But unfortunately on this one, not the case. Okay, this one's fairly dry. I think it's going to be somewhere in Croatia. These bollards are Croatian ones, but you can see them in other countries too. Just trying to think, could this ever be like a weird Slovenia or a weird Montenegro or even Austria? It's the healing round, so I'm just going to kind of go up closer to the Slovenia and Austria, and it was Slovenia, just a very dry Slovenia on the Italian border there. But we're both up to full health. So that good Ghana guess was for nothing, and now we have to fight for our lives here in the multipliers. And so this looks like Austria to me. I think I'm just going to go straight for Vienna here. I didn't actually check the house numbers or anything. That looks like a Vienna house number though, so, and any experienced player is going to be able to get that pretty quickly. Although for me it was a little bit harder with the NMPZ, but yeah, okay, it was pretty easy. And double damage now. Oh no, we're in a, ooh, interesting, it switched our view. Where is the sun? Oh no, the sun's not even helpful here. I'm actually kind of worried here. I'm going to go for Cambodia, but I could be Brazil, to be honest. He looks Asian, which is good omen, and so I think we should just be in Cambodia. Oh no, it was Philippines. I swear you never get that. Dude. Okay, we got pretty unlucky there, I want to say, because the car blur was like very much not what you normally see in Philippines. Like, okay, whatever. If you're an experienced player, you know what I mean, but maybe otherwise, hard to say, but I was thinking up here for this one. Kind of feels like that area of South Africa, and it's got a little bit of elevation as well, so I think I'll go for it here. And okay, it was a really nice guess there, 2.5 times damage, we'll take it. And so that's going to be a 1.5k damage. Obviously, it doesn't really matter how well we guess there, we're not really going to be able to take him out on a round like that, but here's one where we also will probably struggle. I'm just going to go like Slovakia here. I'm actually not too sure where this is, but hopefully Slovakia is decent. Poland. Okay, it will be Poland, but I reckon it's southern Poland, so unless he gets a really nice guess, I think we'll survive it. Unless it's just northern Poland and I completely misjudged the round, but gave me that vibe, and this should be enough to knock me out with triple damage, so unfortunately, we go down again there. That is rather unfortunate. Rather unfortunate again, but only 2 points damage, or only 2 points taken away. I missed the rating of that player, but okay, let's get straight into it here. First round is feeling southern Russia, I would say, with these pipes running over the overhead instead of like underground or whatever. And we got the white car, which you can find in Russia, but I'm wondering if it could be somewhere weird in Ukraine as well. Yeah, it's actually Odessa, that makes sense. So not a fantastic start, 1,000 points damage, but we can definitely make that up in the healing round if we are not too unlucky here. And so this one, yellow center line, left-hand drive. Why am I so confused by this? I think this might be like US Virgin Islands or maybe Bermuda? Ever Bermuda here? The steering wheel is on the right-hand side, which means, yeah, I may be feeling Bermuda more so than US Virgin Islands here with the left-hand drive. I'm gonna try it here. And okay, ends up being in Bermuda indeed. So that was actually kind of a difficult one. No moving, panning, or zooming. Fortunately, we could easily tell that we were driving left-hand side of the road. So, yeah, okay. This one is Singapore, I believe. These apartment buildings look quite Singaporean. And so let's get straight in here. I assume as soon as we turn around, it's going to be completely obvious that we're there. And yeah, so yeah, unfortunately, the easy rounds are not what we want. We want hard ones that are gettable. No moving, panning, or zooming. Hard rounds where we're facing the road. And all of our opponents are pretty decent, so those ones are hard to come by. Okay, this one is Australia, I actually believe, and it's going to be somewhere in New South Wales, I think, but unfortunately this round's not really, I'm not really sure where we are, to be honest, so I'm just going to go somewhere central southern New South Wales, and it's actually Victoria, I believe, unless it's like Canberra area or something like that. With this bus stop, I could see Canberra, to be honest, but yeah, it's kind of a difficult round here, and it was just in Canberra, yeah. Okay, so I guess it's not too bad. Maybe I should have picked that up, because it was kind of a strange bus stop, so it does make a lot of sense in hindsight. Anyway, here we have the southern Sweden car, so we're just going to go for an insta-guess here in southern Sweden. And presumably this player knows about that, but if they don't, then we may be in for some good points here, because, oh, it's just the healing round, damn it. This is the type of round where you can actually make a lot of points, because someone can choose to go in Denmark, for example. Wow. And so, unfortunately, he's closer anyway, but we even it up here, 6,000 points apiece. let's get into these multiplier rounds and see if we can undo the bad luck from the start of the video so far. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see, really. What is this then? I think it might be like a Taiwanese island. That's the best thing I can think of here. Let's go for it. Penghu County. We'll see. And so can we see anything? Ooh, it would also be like, I could still see Japan here. Ooh, that architecture is super interesting. I think I'm right, to be honest. Yeah, this looks very Taiwanese. So hopefully he goes Japan. We could get some massive damage that way. We'll see though. And so, yes. Oh, look at this guess. Oh, you beauty. That is how we do it, boys. Oh my goodness. So he goes in Brazil. What a tough round. I mean, we'll take that. We'll take that. That's 17 rating. So we're back to where we started the video. And let's see if we can catch a 1,000+ rated player. Yeah, we're back against Woj Tech here. He was good. Okay, here's our next opponent, 800 rated. This is much more the kind of opponent that we get solid wins against, generally speaking. And so this one will be Spain. And I was thinking more southern. It's very dry. This is a Spanish bollard, and this is the Spanish back of the sign as well. They often use flat signposts as opposed to round in Spain, and that is the type of stuff we wanted. The difference between these 1,000+ rated players and the ones who are slightly lower rated just means that we can put the pressure on instead of them putting the pressure on us. I mean, that's really the situation you want to be in, right? But okay, this one should be somewhere in Slovakia or Czechia, and probably is actually Czechia, but hopefully they don't know their bollards. I mean, when you have Generation 4 like this and you don't have the antenna, it's probably normally Czechia, not Slovakia. And we're almost able to put him out. I mean, with an extra 1,000 points damage there, if we went in Czechia, we would have taken him out. So a bit of a blunder. But this one is looking to me like Mexico, I want to say, with that poll. Or is it just Southeast Asia? I can actually see either here. Ooh, this is one of the first rounds in a while where I'm quite unsure. Trying to get any extra info here that I can, but I don't see anything too useful. So it looks kind of like an Asian field. I'm actually going to go Cambodia. I changed all my mind up here. And yeah, that looks like the Cambodian antenna. So that was actually a really nice change up here. And we're going to be closer, but he doesn't even go in the right country, and he still manages to survive here, which is annoying. 8 points left on him. Wow. And so the next one here, if he wins this, I'm going to be so tilted. Next one here appears to be somewhere in... Is it Britain? Where's the steering wheel? Steering wheel's on the right, so we should be driving left here, and it's fairly hilly. Let's go like kind of near Bristol. I know that area's hilly. And yeah, we got the yellow rears. We're going to be just closer here. Yep, just closer. So our 122 points is enough to knock him out. Manchester area there. So we move up. We actually have made progress on this video despite losing more than we've won. And so I say let's get straight in again here. Okay, the same opponent again. That's definitely what we like to see. We make our progress against these 800 rated players. And this one is tough, you know. What is this poll about? Well, I think it might be Estonia. Often you see the like the grass growing in the middle of the road in Estonia, and these trees definitely fit for it. So why not? Let's try Estonia. This is a tough round, and it was Estonian island. That makes a lot of sense. But he has the sense to go in Lithuania there, so a solid start from Lorenzo there. And this one, we are driving right. We're in Russia. This is, oh, are we? Yeah, this is big damage potential. What does it say there? Not so sure here. This kind of gave me slightly Asian vibes, but I think just guessing in the middle is probably safer here. Maybe I should go Tomsk. Or Omsk, or... Nah. Yeah, he goes in here. I mean... The apartment buildings, like, it's hard to read sometimes. I think I should probably just go Yekaterinburg and hedge my bets more so over here. Let's try it. And it ends up being in Kiev, so that is not a good result for us. Fortunately, there's no multipliers there, but that's really just a devastating round. I wonder if I could have gotten that, if there was actually anything to go off of there, but unfortunately, we're not really going to know. This one should be somewhere in, like, Greece. I think it's Greece, actually. It wasn't my first thought with this architecture, but we seem to see some, like, wooden poles in the background, and he probably saw some language or something, or just had the vibe for it. So Lorenzo putting up a much better fight than he did the first time, which is good. And this one should be somewhere in southern Brazil? That's my thought here. Now I'm not so sure. The front of the car seems to be on the left here, so... But the road looks very Filipino, so maybe this is just Philippines, actually. Is this ever Indonesia with that? I don't think they have that Gen 4 car in Indonesia. I'm just going to go, unless I'm missing something and it's like Thailand or something. But it doesn't look like a Thai pole, so I think I'm just going to go Central Philippines here. Let's take a look around before we hit guess. Ooh, that is a black number plate, but I still feel like I'm right. Yeah, it's right-hand drive, so, I mean, it should be right here. Let's see. And it ends up being all the way north, so, again, not a terrific result, but, okay, we stay in the game, which is good, and we get to the healing round, which is also benefiting us more so than it does him. And we got some Gen 2 Europe here, which is good. Thinking just Italy. Here. I think we're going to gain some points here, regardless of where it is, so let's just go Italy like I thought, and it was actually some Gen 2 Zagreb here, which is exceptionally rare. Can't even remember the last time I got a Gen 2 Croatia, which is, yeah, pretty cool. But, okay, next one here is 1.5 times damage, and do we appear to be in... It's like Lima area, I would say, or something along the south coast of Peru. Maybe we should have kind of gone more this area, but it's really what it looks like to me. And we have no Google car, which is maybe even good. So let's see. If we move around a bit, we do have the white car, so he should get this, but it's kind of a tough round, so I wouldn't be surprised if he missed it. And it was just Lima area. That's huge. And so that's going to be a big portion of damage there. It brings us right down to even with one another. That's exactly the type of round I like. One with like not much meta, but like a really good like regional feeling to it. And so this one should be somewhere in northern... Just somewhere around Nazareth in northern Israel here. Pretty easy round for him, I would say, if he knows his car metas, but and also the road lines really help. I think without the road lines here, this is really tough. And wow, he feels like it's Netherlands, which is understandable. And that's all the way south of Tel Aviv, so well, it was not a particularly good region guess for me, but we've actually made it up to 945. Let's see if we can hit 950 for the end of the video here. I would love that. Hopefully just hit the same opponent, because that seems to be working for us. But okay, we are against someone fairly low rated for this kind of rank, so let's see what we got on the first round here. Eesh. Okay, these buildings are tall. We do have front plates, so I think it is just Mexico. Yeah, that looks like a Mexican electricity counter. Just kind of going to go like Veracruz area here as a bit of a hedge. I could see it being all the way up here, but okay, let's take a look around more here. Stop sign. Oh. No, that's why we have front plates. We're going to be all the way out here in Guam and Northern Mariana Islands. I think at this rating, a lot of times people don't know it. And sure enough, he goes in Bermuda, which is not a terrible guess. But yeah, with that antenna, that's going to be one of those two. So that makes a lot of sense. So when I saw the front plate, I stopped worrying about Puerto Rico. I stopped worrying about a few other thoughts that I had. But I forgot to worry about where it was actually most likely to be. And if only we could see that English stop sign, that would have been really helpful. But I think this is Germany. I kind of like guessed without thinking here, but I think Ruhr area in Germany is at least going to be safe. We do have some hills here, but oftentimes you do get them in like Bonn area. I was literally about to say Bonn is the only one where you see significant hills, I would say. He goes to Netherlands, which clearly this opponent's a bit less experienced, because you would see yellow plates like that in Netherlands. Or the other way around, you know what I meant. This one is, I believe... I mean, I can see this being Indonesia, but I think I just have to go for Philippines. It's what comes to mind for this one. Taking a look around, I still like Philippines. I like my region guess, actually. I think this is going to be northern Philippines with these hills. They kind of have this certain look about them, but I could be completely wrong. It is possible. I guess, yeah, no, it was just southern Philippines, but hey, he goes in Colombia, so it's a net win for us. We've got him below 3,000 health now. Surprised how far south that was. That's actually kind of difficult. And this one's bad again. Okay, let's take a look around here. Blue strips. Oh, we got lots of little blurs, so I'm just going to commit to Vilnius immediately here. We'll see if that is correct. I think with the abundance of tiny blurs here, it's a camera glitch that happens in Lithuania, and we have Lithuanian signs, I believe. Oof. Okay, that was a lot of little blurs for Serbia. I thought that looked like we had the white border on the sign, so I thought we were fine, but no, we were just in the complete wrong region. I should have probably looked a bit harder there. Fortunately, we've got the healing round now, and I was thinking just Israel? We got a lot of white houses. I think this is Israel, actually. So yeah, I think we just go, even though we actually do still have more health here. I'm kind of glad he didn't go too well in the last round. Now, I might be wrong here, because normally you have the black car in Israel, so I'm wondering where this is, maybe Spain or something, or I'm not so sure, actually. Or is it just Israel? It was just Israel, and he doesn't make a guess, which is kind of understandable. I think he was probably stressing out about that round. It's not common to have the white car in Israel like that. But okay, this one looks like... What color outer line do we have? White or yellow? I think it's white. I think I would go just like southern Peru here. Could be Bolivia as well, to be honest. I'm going to go Bolivia here. We'll see. Take a look around. Okay, feeling good. I mean, it should be Peru, but I don't think we get eliminated here at least. And our opponent has not shown himself to be super strong, so he could even win if he doesn't get the region. But I think it's Peru. And yeah, it was Peru. So yeah, that was a very Bolivian-looking Peru. So I understand why he's over there with me, which is good. We didn't want him to nail that round. If he did, we probably would have died. But okay, next one's double damage. We are in. Is it Eswatini or? Oh, where's the sun here? Oh, where's the sun? Sun is more so to the north, I would say. Southern hemisphere. Okay. I think it actually might just be South Africa. We have like a T-top on the pole. I may just kind of go like central southern coast here to stay alive if we're in Eswatini. Oof, this is kind of tough. This pole is kind of unfamiliar. We've got an antenna. What am I thinking about? This should be Greece then. Oh my goodness, what a blunder. Imagine if I went with the antenna on there. It's the sun that screwed me up here, but yeah, this should just be somewhere like... I'm going to go near Athens here. It feels like kind of that climate, so... Oh my goodness, bro. Is this even right? We got the yellow field sign, so yeah, this is Greece, but he's probably found some Greek language, and he might... Is that even a Greek name, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's Italian or Greek, I'm not really sure, but he probably knows where we are, right? And wow, okay, he goes for Spain there, so man, imagine if I went... I mean, he would have done 2,000 points damage, so we would have actually been fine had I guessed Eswatini there. But we actually make it past 950. Let's go. 959 is a super solid effort. Okay, I say we go for one more in the video just because I'm still having fun. Let's see if we can end it on a long win streak. If we end it on a loss, that's okay. Because normally we're only losing like 5 or 10 points when we lose, and it's when we win that we go big. So I'm still enjoying it for that reason. And we could... Oh, we're against Milan. No shot we win against Milan here. He is, I believe, the #1 rated Duels player in the world. So yeah, I mean, what hope do we really have here? Is this Asia somewhere? This kind of looks a bit Asian to me. I'd love to be able to pan around here. Do we see anything else? Not really. Is it like, we got a bit of English here. Is it like Bangladesh or maybe like a weird India or something like that? It was just in India. Okay, so there we go. That does make a lot of sense, and yeah, I did get the feeling that was not quite right for a normal Geoguessr round. So that was not the new Indian coverage, that was old India Trekker. Okay, here, on to the next one. I didn't catch the rating of our opponent there, I wasn't paying attention, but this one should be somewhere in... I think when you have Japanese symbols, it's oftentimes in Northern Mariana Islands, rather than in Guam, so I'm going to go straight for that here. So hopefully it doesn't say Northern Mariana Islands anywhere here. But yeah, with the abundance of Japanese here, we're definitely there. It's interesting how, like, some of this architecture does remind me of, like, southern Japan as well. But okay, he's, Lord Fafik is, he knows his meta, which is impressive, okay. So I was hoping maybe we could pick up some nice free points there, but we don't. This one should be Poland. Do you get those ones in Poland? I believe you do. We got Polish bollards anyway, so it's not a particularly difficult round. And I think I'll just go near Lodz here, so... yeah, I mean, fairly easy round. He'll definitely get close here, and it was a bit further south, so we do our first points as well, which is good. And so, fairly even start here, that's for sure. Next one, we're facing away from the road, a little concerning. Latin American architecture, perhaps? Although perhaps not. I was thinking Argentina here. Is that too risky? I can still see Eastern Europe, but the fences around the house make me think of Argy. It looks like we got a shorter number plate there. Is this ever Mexico? To be honest, I could still see this being Serbia or something. Is that unreasonable? I'm not so sure. Okay, well, he's put us into guess here. Do we have any... I just don't feel confident enough to go Europe here. I think I will just kind of hedge South America. I'm not so happy with this, but okay, it ends up being Buenos Aires, which probably would have been my first guess, but I got, like, completely unconfident, and, okay, so we'll take it like that, that's fine. Next one here is Japan. I feel fairly far north here. I think I'm going to go straight away. This feels like kind of Sendai area, a bit north. These trees, I would say, the furry looking ones, and yeah, ends up being in that kind of area. So despite being like a lower ranked player in terms of his XP level, he's playing pretty well, I would say. That's a fast guess there. Okay, healing round doesn't appear to be loading very well. So I guess we could probably... I mean, it is the healing round, and we're on 4,900. So I guess we won't mess with the rules here. I think I would go maybe Norway. Oh man, it just loads at the very last minute. And so this is, I believe, is it? It's just Switzerland. It's just Switzerland, which would have been my guess, obviously, if it was actually working properly, because we have these yellow markings on the road, which are very common in Switzerland. So terrible guess there. I mean, he must be wondering why, but I've never had that blurry glitch before. That's actually odd. This one is going to be Norway, and I'm thinking of just going like central northern here. Taking a look around, I kind of like that. It doesn't feel all the way south, although sometimes you're just high altitude and it is southern, so I wouldn't put it past this round. And is it actually Finland? No. Interesting that we have these yellow middle lines there, but okay, here goes Sweden. We do some decent damage there. Not a bad result. Not a bad result at all. Next one here is northern Brazil. This is a perfect round here. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Okay, so he's got the Brazil poles, but will he get northern? That is the question. I mean, these rounds where it's like kind of region guessing in a big country where I instantly know the region is the ones where we make the massive points back, I think. Now, having said that, it could be southern, but yeah, that's exactly what I meant. That's exactly what you want to see when you're playing like this, and we ended off the video with a win despite our loss against Milan. And so we're up to 969. What a way to end the video. I know you guys are going to like that. Very nice. Okay, so maybe next episode we go for the 1K. I think next episode I play until I hit 1,000. I think that's reasonable because obviously it's well possible here. Can't promise it because if I go on a losing streak at the start, then it's just going to turn into a normal video, but I think I'll probably do that. So guys, thank you very much for watching the video. I'll see you guys in a video very soon as well, and peace out. Catch ya.